Hey, so guys, Bubby here. Today I'm going to show you a real quick and easy tutorial of how to make a Roblox logo or icon for whatever game it is you created in under 10 minutes online for free. So pretty much what you're going to do is you're just going to go to Photopea. This is online completely, or you can download the software onto your desktop, but I'm going to choose to do it all online. So first thing you're going to do is choose a new project. And then over here, you're going to change the pixels to 512 by 512. And then I like to make my background transparent just in case I make a PNG and I want to save a no background logo too, so I can brand something. So from there, you can hit create, then you can hit Control Alt and zoom in with your mouse wheel, just so you can see kind of more of what you're doing. Now from here, you're going to choose a text tool, go ahead and change the size a bit, so somewhere like 70 to 90, and then choose your font. So I like to choose Luckiest Guy because people in Roblox seem to love that font. So now what you can do is you're going to type in your title. So I just decided to go with cash grab because it's pretty short, simple. Come up here to the arrow and then turn on transform controls, and you're going to line this stuff up. You can also make it bigger if you need to see more of it. Okay, so it's lined up, and now I'm going to double click on the top text. Come up here, click warp. For the style, I'm going to choose arc, and then I'm going to turn this down to like 10%. That's all you really need there. So now you see we have a little arc down here at the base, which is good. And now we can make this kind of bigger to make it seep over the bottom text. And we'll bring it in a little more. And yeah, that looks good right there. So now what we're going to do with cash, we're going to right click on it or just double click on it and open up the blending options. Pull this over to the side. You're going to come to the gradient overlay, and then you're going to choose the color that you feel like translates well. So obviously with cash, I'm going to do green. So what you can do when you open this up is click here on the drop down arrow to open up some already like pre-made presets, or you can double click or single click on this bar, and then it'll open up like a custom gradient builder. And then you can go ahead and double click on the colors on the bottom to build your own. So left side, I'm going to come to green and choose a really, actually I wanted to go from light to dark, so we're going to choose a dark green for down here. Then on this side, we choose a really bright lime green, such as that. And yeah, looks pretty good. So from here, you're going to go to inner glow. For the gradient, you're going to, outside of the color wheel, whatever you want to call it, you're going to click on the font. So that way it matches the color grade. Turn the opacity up to 100. You can turn up the spread, whatever it is. Make sure you guys can see this a bit more. Put the size down to 5, I'd say, and then probably drop it down to 50 where I can kind of see it, and also change the blend mode to color dodge. So now you see there's a nice little outline. Then I like to drop it to where it's barely visible but somewhat noticeable, so 20 is good. Once you do that, you can click OK. Then you're going to do the same thing with grab, find another color that translates well. So like green and orange is a pretty good mix, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll check the preset. Yeah, so they already got something in the preset. Just do we'll do it like that. That looks good. And then same thing, inner glow up here. Make it match, so I'll probably make it match orange. Color dodge. Yeah. This time we'll drop it down to, since it's a bit smaller, it's going to be harder to see, so we'll say like 35 looks good. Alright, that's pretty much the basis of our logo, right? So you can hold down Control to click both of them, and go ahead and move it back center. Make it bigger if you need. Alright, so to me that looks pretty good. So now what we're going to do is right click while they're both highlighted, convert it to a smart object. Then you're going to right click, click blending options. You're going to go to stroke, click the little plus symbol here to add another stroke. So on the top stroke, you're gonna say go up to like 15, because you need to make sure there's no gaps. So we're gonna hide all these gaps. So we're actually gonna do 20. Yep, 20 words. So we're gonna do that. And then on the bottom stroke, we're going to change the fill type from color to gradient. And then we're gonna add obviously we're gonna make this bigger, so we'll do like 25. And then we're going to add a color, or a gradient again, that translates well with our green and orange color. So this preset is orange, green, and purple, so that looks actually looks pretty good, I'd say. So you can come here, adjust the size till you think it looks good. So I think 25 is probably pretty good for that. And we're gonna hit OK. I think that's pretty simple for the just overall design of it. So now what you can do is you can start adding like some background features. So I'm going to add a layer here. I'm gonna go online and look for some clip art of Cash. Click on this layer, and I'm going to drop a couple of them. So we'll hide the top one real quick. So let's see. Put this behind the text, see how that looks. Honestly, probably rotate it out like that. Make it a little smaller so you see more of it. It's more defined. Yep. And then what you're going to do is you can click Control J, and that's going to copy it. Turn on your transform controls, move it over, and then you're just going to have to flip it over. They're a bit tedious, but that looks alright. So now what you can do is on one of the layers, right click, blending options, just do something like a little drop shadow to make it stand out. Do normal. Turn the opacity up, drop the distance, turn up the spread, that looks pretty good. Then let's see what a stroke, maybe we'll add a slight stroke. Five looks good, so what you're going to do is right click on the layer you just messed with, go to layer style, click copy, come up to your other one, layer style, paste, and now you have the same exact thing. So now what you can do, if you want everything to fit, just click on the bottom layer, hold down shift, click the top one, transform controls, make it a tad bit smaller, put it more center. There you go, that's pretty much it. Turn off transform controls and that's your logo. Now if you guys want an easier method, I can show you that, but I can show you that in just a second. But what you want to do if you want to save the PNG, it's going to be file, export as, and then PNG up here. Just make sure to save it. It's like Cash Grab logo. Yep. Make sure everything matches, save it. Okay, and then now if you want to turn this into more like an icon, all you have to do is get a like Roblox background off of Google. Same thing, make a new layer, drop it below everything. You can turn off the rest of this stuff. Control V, turn on transform controls if you want to make it smaller. So we do something like that, looks good. Zoom back in. So now what I like to do is I like to hit Control and J to make a copy. And then on this top layer, you're going to go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and then make it like 5. So that way it's a nice little blur. However, the bottom one isn't blurred, so what you can do is grab the eraser tool. Make sure the hardness is 100. Turn the size up to 230, looks good. Now you're going to make sure you're on the top layer, and then at the bottom, click, hold down shift, drag it across. And what that does is it kind of adds like a bit more depth, like the logo kind of stands out a little more. So now this could be your icon right here. So that's pretty much it, guys. Like, same thing, if you want to save this one, since it's not transparent in the background, it'll just be file, export as, JPEG, and then cache, grab, icon, make sure everything matches, save it, easy day. Alright guys, so this is going to be method number 2. So what you're going to do is go to Photopea, you're going to go to the front page again, you're going to click templates, and then up here in the search bar, you're just going to look for Roblox. Short and simple, right? Now this is probably the best one here, the simulator game, but if you scroll down, you'll see arcade simulator, fun simulators, Halloween one has rasterized text, don't even bother using it, right? So you open up simulator game, click it again, it's going to load up the PSD, and now you have this logo here. So now if you want to adjust it real quick, all you have to do is hit the drop down text, hit the eyeball on the top text so you're at the bottom one, right? Type in what you want your font to be. Do the same thing with the top one, subscribe, and then now you're going to do the same exact thing for the bottom text. Alright, and then control click, control T, and then now you can move this so that it is back in line. And there you go, guys. Now if you do the tricks we were talking about earlier, where you get some image online, throw it in the background, and then, you know, erase the bottom, and that'll pretty much be it, right? But this is pretty much like a whole setup for you already. And then also with the one that I just made previously for cache grab, I'm going to insert the PSD file so that you guys can use it if you so choose to inside of Photopea. So that's going to be in the description below. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, rate, subscribe for more. Thank you.